Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. And with the 20th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, I did have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking TJ Hockenson, the tight end out of Iowa. And the thing is, I want to be very clear. If TJ Hockenson somehow drops all the way to 20, like he was in my first draft or my original mock draft I did all my videos on, he will become a Pittsburgh Steeler. There's no way he's getting past Pittsburgh. Absolutely not, unless he gets decapitated or breaks his leg or does something incredibly stupid. There's no way he gets past Pittsburgh. But I already have him gone, and I feel pretty good that he's going to go a lot earlier than 20 now. It's one of the things I really hated about my original draft is one of my favorite players drop into a team I really don't like very much. No disrespect, Steelers fans, but they have a first-rate organization. I'm just not a fan. So the thing is that I said this in my previous video. I could see Irv Smith Jr., the tight end out of Alabama, also in consideration here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when I look at the Steelers, I think a better fit would actually be Antonio Brown's cousin, Marquise Hollywood Brown, because he would add speed and a dynamic that really you didn't have until you had Antonio Brown. Now, keep in mind, he was there last year, 15 touchdowns. They're going to miss that, so replacing him with his cousin, who is actually faster, but that's, hey, look, I'm not going to get into that right now. But so when you take a dynamic away like Antonio Brown, replacing him with Marquise Brown made a lot of sense to me. So I could see Pittsburgh doing that, and I wouldn't be mad at all. I absolutely think it would be a good deal, whether you want Marquise Brown or maybe Irv Smith Jr. The thing is, when I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they need help on defense. Okay? Look at last year's winner, the Baltimore Ravens. They won that division with the help of Lamar Jackson, a rookie quarterback. The favorite to win the division this year is Baker Mayfield, former #1 pick. Last year's, he wasn't a rookie of the year, but a lot of people thought he should have been. So in this division, you got two rookie quarterbacks that won the division and are favored to win the division, while the Pittsburgh Steelers are in decline, having their best players leave via free agency or trade. So getting a player to help this year in the draft at number 20 is paramount to their success in Mike Tomlin's career. Even though he has a Hall of Fame caliber resume, he's now officially on the hot seat. And even though it's not been made public, I think it's if he has another year not making the playoffs, there is a possibility they could look elsewhere for a head coach. So this is a big year and a huge draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So here's the thing. When I look at the Steelers, I'm looking at Joe Hayden. He's no longer a Pro Bowl corner. Cody Sensabaugh, he's a decent player. Now, they gave Steven Nelson $21 million, and I liked Steven Nelson, but, I mean, he was not a player to Kansas City Chiefs who really need some help on defense. They were kind of like, you go ahead and go. They didn't even come close to even attempting to look like they wanted to match that contract, or they wanted Nelson back. So that says a lot. It says a lot to the fact that Pittsburgh really needs help in that secondary. So with the 20th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers selecting DeAndre Baker, a corner out of Georgia. Now, here's the thing. Why did they go Baker over Greedy Williams? And my opinion is that in the 2016 draft, 25th pick overall, the Steelers took a corner, Artie Burns. And as a matter of fact, I remember Chiefs fans were really hoping that we would get him, including myself. I really liked him because he was a ACC track champion, went to the University of Miami. He was a big, fast athlete. But the problem is that he was more athlete than football player. So that's kind of the reason why I think that they're going to go with Baker over Greedy Williams. I think Greedy Williams is actually a better player than Artie Burns coming out of college, but Baker's a guy who can come in day one, and I don't think he's a plug-and-play guy, but he's going to play on special teams. I'm not punt returns. I'm talking kickoff team coverage, punt return coverage. He's going to be solid against the run, something Greedy Williams has been knocked on. This is a guy who's going to be able to help out nickel dime packages immediately. So he's going to have an immediate impact, but he's not a plug-and-play type of player. And when I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, hey, you got two up-and-coming quarterbacks in your division who won the division and are favored to win the division. So your secondary needs help. And DeAndre Baker, in my opinion, would be the guy who could come in immediately and help. Even though there have been other corners that are ranked higher, I've seen mock drafts of other players, I think the Steelers are looking at a secondary. Who's a guy who can come in day one and improve our secondary? And for me, the best player would be DeAndre Baker, and that's who I think the Steelers are going to select with the 20th pick. So listen, folks, if you're a subscriber to Andrews Football, you already know you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. All your wildest dreams are going to come true, but if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you're a fan of the NFL draft, you're a fan of NFL mock drafts, maybe you're a DeAndre Baker fan, or just a fan of really awesome cowboy hats, there's this button right down here. Take a look. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Stay tuned to my channel. I got more videos coming. The draft's only 3 days away. I'm excited. You're excited. So stay tuned.